All right, so again, my name is Mrs. Reyes. Every single time on Monday when you come in, you're going to get a packet. I've already told you the first thing that you're going to do with your packet is what? Put your name. We're going to date it. What's today's date? 29th. This is Q1, week 1. The items that are due this week, we write here. Everything's due on Friday, unless told otherwise. But the first assignment that's due this week is going to be our warm-up. We have warm-ups Monday through Thursday. We don't do a warm-up on Friday, okay? We have homework Monday through Thursday. We do not do homework on Friday. Unless, of course, you get behind. You can abbreviate, okay? We have a pre-test on Friday. All right, I'm going to pause for the calls to give us a chance to write. Are there any questions so far? All right, our essential questions are on the board right there where it says Math1 EQ. What is EQ, Ms. Reyes? EQ, essential questions. They're very important questions that you should be able to answer at the end of the week. Sometimes we'll answer them out loud. Sometimes I'll have you write them. And sometimes we'll place these things in our interactive notebook. It just depends on how it falls in the lesson, okay? The first essential question is, what is the purpose of a real number? That's one of the first things we're going to talk about. What is the purpose of a real number? And really, it's supposed to be of a real number system. That last word I left out. Okay. If I move too fast, just, raise your hand and let me know. Just say, Miss Reyes, could you slow down? Okay. Sometimes you just get excited, or what's in your mind and you're just like, ah. So you have to slow me down. Number 2, we're defining the following words. The words that we are defining, or give it a definition for. Term, some of these you've already heard before. Some maybe not, I don't know. Coefficient, variable, factors, numerical expression, and then algebraic expression. Okay. Ready? I'll pause. I see a couple people writing, so let me pause real quick. So again, I'm going to be sending you things through Remind. So you'll be able to get the videos and things like that through Remind if you can't get logged into Canvas. All right, so today, the agenda is very simple today. We already completed our warm-up. We're going to go through the student handbook, the first couple pages. And we're going to set up our notebook. Okay, that's all we'll have time to do. If we don't finish setting up our notebook today, that's okay. We'll push that to tomorrow. Yes, babe. That's okay. That's fine, babe. I'm going to go over the warm-up tomorrow, okay? All right. You're good. Thank you for telling me. Your homework for tonight is labeled Monday in the packet. So you're going to complete Monday homework. And again, I'm going to send you a homework help video so you can watch the help video. That's going to be in Remind, because some of you might not have access to Canvas yet. It's already on Canvas, but if you can't get access to Canvas, then you need to go to Remind and get it, okay? And no worries if you struggle with that. Just try your best on your homework if you're not able to get to any, and it'll open up soon, okay? Tomorrow when I check your homework, I will give you 1 stamp if you didn't do anything, 2 stamps if your work is incomplete, and 3 stamps if you did everything, okay? If all of your work is completed. Any questions? Okay. Anyone still writing? All right, let's look at the homework. The first homework is going to be decimal stuff. This is Monday's homework. So we got Monday, put in a little box. This is 8, 29, 22. And I do a couple of these in the homework video, and then you're going to do the rest of them on your own. If you have more questions, you can always text me and remind, or you can ask me tomorrow, just like he said he didn't understand the warm-up. You'll have an opportunity to ask me questions as well. Okay. Any questions? Okay. All right. Your folder, there's a folder that I gave you for this class. Please put that in front of you, and you need the Sharpie. There's a Sharpie that's in your little plastic. Take the Sharpie out so we can write our name on everything. All right, can I use your little sticky? All right, so look, this little sticky, please place it in the corner so I'll know where to find it. It'll be in the same place. Everybody's will be in the same place. It'll be right here. Put your name on this, and then this is period number 5, okay? Your marker, you can put it in marker, you can put it in pencil. And if that's not big enough for you to see, then you can put in the center, I'm putting my name here, my name. Please make sure you put your name, because sometimes when I say put your name there, some people write Mrs. Reyes, but put your actual name here, not mine, okay? This is Math 1, and this is period 5. This is 5th period. Okay. Any questions? Are y'all okay so far? Moving too fast, or I'm okay? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. All right. On your notebook, your composition notebook, you need to put your name on it. This is Math 1. Okay, this is your interactive notebook. You can put interactive notebook on here somewhere if you want to. Sometimes my abbreviation for interactive notebook is INB. INB. As long as your name is on there, it doesn't have to look exactly like mine, okay? You might have a better way of doing it. Okay. Is everybody okay with the names on both the folder and the notebook? I'll pause because I see some people still working on that. Now in your folder, we have 2 pockets. On the first pocket, as we read from left to right, so the left pocket, we're going to label this as work to do. Okay. The left pocket, we write work to do. And in the right pocket, we're going to write finished work. Work to do on the left, and finished work is on the right. Okay. Everybody okay? Table 2, y'all all right back there? Okay. Okay. So now we're going to take this packet, and of course, we're putting this in the work to do because this packet is not completed. And then the little slip that I gave you for open house, you can put that in the work to do because you need to make sure that you complete scan it. After you scan it, you can just throw that away. You don't need it anymore. Okay. Any questions? Yes, baby. On the front of your folder in the top right corner. Yep. Anybody else have any other questions? Okay, so now let's look at the handbook. When you hear a sound like that, that's my email. Okay. Um, so now we're going to look at the handbook. You do not have to pull your handbook out unless you feel like you have to be looking at something while I'm talking. Some people need that so they can focus. But if you don't need that, it's okay. I'll have mine up here and I'll try to go through these pages. I know that you've probably already heard all of this information before, but it is a requirement that we cover certain things, okay? All right. So, we already have the scheduling. If you haven't done this, please make sure that your name is in your handbook. And by the end of the week, you and your parent need to make sure that y'all have signed and dated this. It doesn't have to be today. It can be sometime this week. And that's in the first page. Questions, comments, or concerns? Okay. The Jaguar Way, you've seen posters. Every classroom has the Jaguar Way on it. Okay. And this is just our expectation as a school. This is just our alma mater. This is what we believe in as a school collectively. As a student at Southeast Middle School, I am responsible for my own learning. It is my job to participate in my education each day. I am accountable for my actions. I can be a role model for my friends and my classmates each day. I treat others with respect. And I do have to say this, respect is not always, how people say, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Treat people how they want to be treated. Because sometimes, like some people, yeah, you can take a joke and that would be okay for you. But for somebody else, it might not be. So treat people how they want to be treated, not necessarily how you feel like they should be treated. Okay, because that's not fair. Treat them how they want to be treated. So I just want to go online and say that. Um, Respect each other. Well, treat others with respect. Their race, ethnicity, gender, orientation, identity, um, age, or ability does not matter. Everyone deserves respect. I show kindness and I help others in need. I serve my school and my community with pride. I am honest and I admit when I make a mistake. Super important. If I make a mistake, I say, I apologize, because people make mistakes. It's no harm in making a mistake. The harm is if you continue to habitually make that same mistake and you don't correct the mistake that you make. That's when it's harm. You continuously do it. Then it's like you're doing it on purpose. So we learn from the mistakes that we make, okay? Learning from mistakes helps me grow. That's very true, even for myself. You're never too old to learn something. You always continue to learn. I have the power to make decisions every day. Understanding the importance of choosing wisely helps me to reach my true potential. I believe that anything is possible. The only limitations that we have in life are those that we place on ourselves. Okay, remember that. Uh, What else? I accept challenges and I make me more successful in school and in life. It makes me more successful in school and in life. I know that my behavior, choices, and attitude impacts every person in the school, and it does. When you people do not realize how selfish sometimes it is to talk when other people are talking or trying to listen or focus or goofing off or doing, because it impedes, it hurts other people's learning when we do that and when we're disrespectful to a learning environment. So yeah, my attitude does impact other people. And if I come in here with a bad attitude, that's going to throw everybody else's day off. And it's just not right. Okay. So even if I'm not feeling it, sometimes you fake it till you make it, because you deserve the very best of me. And your classmates deserve for you to not treat them in a disrespectful way or disrupt their learning environment, because they want to be successful. Okay. And you should want to be successful too. So think about those things. I am a proud member of the Jaguar family, and I definitely am. We've already seen the schedule 100 times today. I'm not going to go over that with you. Okay. All right. Our next thing, look at this. We already talked about Lyft. You've seen Lyft today probably more than once. Anybody need me to go over Lyft? Okay. Lyft, and maybe you didn't. Lyft is with your homeroom teacher in homeroom, and we'll probably start this maybe next week. Monday, you will do I Ready Math. Okay. Tuesday, you will do social emotional learning. That's different little activities, talk about feelings, talk about, just different things, social emotional learning. Wednesday is ELA, language arts, I Ready, reading I Ready. Thursday is homework help. And then your Friday is read aloud. And it's the teacher discretion is how they want to do whole class, some days probably, or within groups. Okay. So that's how that goes. That's in your homeroom classes. All right. Your traffic flow patterns in the hallway, we need to adhere to those. Right sides of the hallway when we're supposed to be on the right, left side when we're supposed to be on the left. And teachers direct the traffic that way. So please make sure that you just listen to teacher instruction. Okay. If you're a car rider, your car must be here by 2:20 p.m. Super important that they come on time. Do not forget that the locker breaks, a homeroom, third period before you enter your classroom, and at the end of the day when you exit. Those are your three locker breaks. That's all you get. Your bathroom breaks are if your elective teacher allows you to go to the bathroom. I don't know how they're doing that. I'm not informed about that. But core wise, with your core teachers, you go third period, you go fourth period, and you go sixth period. You don't go in fifth period. Okay. All right, breakfast. You go to breakfast immediately when you come in the building. You check in with your homeroom teacher. Only two students from each homeroom at a time. They pick up a hall lanyard, the yellow one that says breakfast. Please make sure you go to breakfast and come back so that everybody will get a chance to get their breakfast and come and eat it. Okay, so it's super important that we do that. Flowers, balloons, and gifts. Do not have things shipped over to the school or ordered to the school. You will not receive those things. That's a whole nother job description that nobody has to actually make sure that you get those things. So just don't do it. Okay. Don't do those things. If you get hurt here at the school, your parent is going to be the first person that is contacted. So you do not have to worry about that. And an incident report will be filled out. Okay. Other emergencies where you have and you need to speak to your parent directly, you need to make sure that you ask the teacher so that you can receive your phone and go outside and make that contact. Okay. But anytime that you come into the classroom, one of the first things that you do, we didn't do it today and we're getting ready to go because we're going to go over it here in a minute. One of the first things that you do is you put your cell phones in the cell phone caddy, but make sure that it is off. Yes, ma'am. No bathroom break during fifth period. Okay. Lockers, there's a lock fee of 50 cents. Okay. There's a lock fee of 50 cents. If you lose that lock, it is $5. Okay. It's $5. Lost and found, money, jewelry, glasses, all of those things. They put those in the office. So if you're looking for those, that's one of your places to look. Um, and there's also a lost and found near the cafeteria. And if you forget that, it's right here. It's telling you that, okay? So the things like money, jewelry, things that are of value, those things are locked up in the office. But anything other than that that's not of value, they put it like a jacket or something like that would be in the lost and found near the cafeteria. Okay. So if you lose a phone, they're not going to put a phone in that box. Do you understand? That will go in the office locked up. All right. Lunch, you need to make sure that you fill out the free and reduced lunch form. Please make sure that you do that, okay? They're not doing the everybody gets free lunch this year. So as soon as those lunch forms are, and we haven't distributed them in our homeroom, but you'll get them from your homeroom teacher, immediately fill that stuff out because you don't know, you might get free or reduced lunch. It's better than having to pay for it. Okay, that's what we used to do all the time. Is fill out the lunch form. You might get free lunch or reduced lunch. It's better than having to pay that whole amount every day. Okay. If some, most of us just bring our lunch in, that's fine as well. Supplies, basic supplies. Your teachers have already given you the supply list. The calculator, you can rent out a calculator. We do have calculators in the classroom. If you decide to purchase a calculator, keep that calculator at home. Do not bring it to school. We use the calculators that are in the classroom, and I say this because I'm not responsible for keeping up with your personal materials. Also, the testing calculator, when sometimes people use the TI-84 and they learn how to do that. Well, for your test, we're using the TI-83. And that's what we're going to be familiar with. That's what we're using in the class. Whatever we use in the class, that is what you're going to be using on your test. So that's what we practice with. You don't need to bring your calculator from home, but you keep it at home so you'll have something to study when you get home. Don't bring it back and forth. Keep it at home. Okay? And it is super important that you practice those things at home. So I'm definitely not saying don't buy one. I think that you should, but just don't bring it to school. Chromebooks, you do need to be bringing on a daily basis because you never know when your teacher is going to require that you go on the Canvas page and work and do some assignments. Okay. Some teachers use the Chromebook more than other teachers. Okay. Please make sure that you charge those Chromebooks nightly. If for whatever reason you forgot to charge your Chromebook, there's a charging station in the back of each classroom. If you forgot, each teacher has only 2 Chromebooks that you can borrow in the classroom. You can't take it out of the classroom. If there's more than 2 people, obviously, that have forgotten their Chromebook, then somebody's going to be out of luck. Please bring your Chromebook every single day, okay? And charge it like you charge your cell phone. As soon as you charge your cell phone, charge your Chromebook, okay? Any questions so far? I know I'm speeding through because it's a lot of information. Okay, I want to get through it. Is everybody okay? All right. Student assignments. All teachers are required to put assignments on Canvas. Okay, so make sure that you get very familiar with the Canvas pages. Go in and play with the Canvas pages. I have a video of how to peruse my Canvas page so that you can go watch the video and see where everything is. Okay, it'll be really simple. Some of you will get it just like that. Okay, probably all of you will get it. It's real simple. Textbooks. Our textbooks are over on the back wall. I'm not going to assign you a textbook. We use those textbooks in class. We don't do anything out of the textbook for homework. Okay, and if we do, I make a copy, but we never have done any of that stuff at home. We do it in the classroom. Okay, grades. We're on a 10-point scale, and these are the descriptions of what that 10-point scale is saying. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. Cell phone use. I skipped right over that section. I think that I've already told you this. No, I didn't. Please, anytime that you are ill or you are sick and you need to call home, you always do that from the office. Obviously, for attendance purposes. You don't just get on your cell phone and call. You'd have to do it again anyway, because it could be in the middle of the day. I'm not your homeroom teacher. I don't do your homeroom attendance. You need to make sure that you take care of that in the office. It's super important that we follow the protocol, okay, and go to the office and call. Any questions about that? Okay, and I think that's the same as it is always been. All right. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. Um, in order to be promoted to the next grade, you have 4 elective classes. You can only fail one. You have 4 core classes. You can only fail one. That's it. That's all. Okay. If you fail this particular course, you will have to take this particular course next year. Okay. You have to again make a C or better. on both the class average as well as the test at the end of the year. Okay? Anybody lost? Everybody okay? And you'll do that. All you got to do is just do what you're supposed to do. And when I say study, please make sure that you study, okay? And we'll have check ins along the way. And you'll see, oh, I don't really know this part. This is what I need help with. And just don't wait to the last minute to get help. And sometimes, especially students within this class, tend to get a little bit more frustrated with themselves. Give yourself a break, for crying out loud, okay? You are not going to get everything right the first time. You know them type A people, they have to get everything right, or they about to have a coronary or fall apart. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we have them in every class. People just fall all apart because they are 1 point from an A. Okay, I was like, okay. If I do like this, I'm like, in the inside, I'm like, you are worried for no reason. But I won't say that because I don't want to hurt your feelings. I just give you a little look. I'll be like, okay. And in my head, I'm thinking, you're doing a bit much. You're gonna be all right. 1 point, calm down. All right. So just do your best. Do everything that you're supposed to do. You will be fine. Do not have a coronary. Okay, because it's going to be challenging. I'm going to tell you right up front. And you're not always going to maybe make an A on everything. You might, and that'll be great. Okay, but give yourself a break if you don't. All right, just you can redo things, try again. You'll make your A. Just keep pushing. All right, communication. Remember, there's 24 hours. A teacher has 24 hours to respond back. So expect something. If you don't get something that day, the next day, except for if it's on a Friday. If it's on a Friday, it's Monday. Teachers are not required to answer emails on the weekend. Okay? Questions, comments, or concerns? Y'all okay? Okay. Visitors, all visitors must listen. All visitors must sign in the office. Okay, and that's for safety reasons. You want stuff like that. Medication, you have to have a note with medication. You can't just pop a pill here and there. Okay, you got to fill out a form. There's forms that needs to be filled out, and because somebody needs to know that you are taking medication. Okay, and a lot of times those things are done in the office, but we strongly encourage you to take your medication at home. Okay, at home. But we know that there are certain special circumstances where there are people that have to take it in the middle of the day. And the office and administration just needs to know those things. And they will tell you how that is done. It's very simple, okay? Child custody, obviously, court papers are presented to the office so we know who's supposed to pick you up, all of those things. No type of gray area or any issues there. Your parents will provide that documentation to the office, okay, so they can get that right. That's super important. If you change your residence, please make sure that you contact the school. It's very important not to just change your residence. You're not in the area and you expect the bus to come out, or that just doesn't happen. You need to make sure that you notify the school, and there are forms that you have to fill out. Withdrawal, there's a procedure that you must go through. Again, you contact guidance, the data manager, the office, if you don't know where to start from there. And your parents can read here. This gives more of a description as to what they would do if you were withdrawing to go to another school. Okay? Any questions, comments, or concerns? We made it. All right. This is good. So now that notebook that you have, let me see. Let's look at the schedule. We're in fifth period, right, y'all? And we leave this class at 1 o'clock. Okay, so put your folder, not your folder, your interactive notebook, this right here in front of us. Okay, and we're gonna put the beginning pages in it. I'm gonna show you how to do this, and then you're gonna do this on your own. Okay? Are y'all ready? Yes, go ahead, baby. Can you take the lanyard? Make sure that you train your body to go during the bathroom breaks, okay? It's gonna be the blue. Okay, here we go. Do you see the blue lanyard, baby? Okay. All right, so with your scissors, you're gonna watch Miss Reyes. We're gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna give it to you here in a minute. Leave the door open because it's locked, okay? All right, so look, this is your first page. This is page number 1. And it has page numbers at the very top. Well, yours, I just chopped this one off, didn't I? Dang, Miss Reyes. Syllabus is page 2. This is page 3, classwork. A syllabus is page 3. This is going to be page 4, and I'm going to show you again in a minute. This is going to be page 5, and then this last page is page 6. Now, Ms. Reyes, how do you paste those down? You paste one on each page. Don't skip any pages. You're going to paste this down first, and I'm going to give them to you in order so you won't, they're already in order. So you paste one of these on each page. Don't skip pages. Please use the back sides of the pages. Any questions? That's all you're going to do is paste these down. All right. Are you sure you don't have any questions? All right. Let me unpause again. Some of you are working on it. This is the first page. Let's paste this down. And you can put your name on the line. Okay. You got it, baby. Second page is the syllabus. That's this. That's how everything's kind of graded. All that stuff. It's very basic. It doesn't go into a whole lot of details, okay? You get more details in the student handbook. Classroom rules and regs is the next page. It's your third page. Mathematical practices is your fourth page. Remember, don't skip pages and use the front and the back. Because we got to keep this the whole year, okay? Make sense? Sorry, y'all. A little dot camera fail. Okay, got it. Mathematical practices. Formulas that you're going to have to know for your end of course exam or EOC. EOC is end of course, okay? That's what EOC stands for, end of course. So your end of course exam at the end of the year, state exam, these are the formulas that you're going to have to know. And the last page is the goal setting. We're going to talk about goal setting tomorrow. Got it? And again, I'm going to send this. Yes, baby. Okay, babe, I'm coming. I'm going to stop the video here because I've done all that we need.